The wealthy heiress was playing a game. When she heard her mother say, "She and I, though we'd never met, were bound by a childhood engagement," I could finally relax. "Ryan, you actually have a childhood engagement?" "What childhood engagement?" "That's right, a childhood engagement. It was arranged by your grandparents' generation. The elders made an agreement. They agreed not to tell you until you were adults. Now it's time for you to know." "Mom, what do you mean by telling me now? Do I have to get married now?" Before she could even think, every instinct in Ruyan rebelled against it. "No, no way. I won't marry him. I'm only 18. I just survived the college entrance exams. I haven't had enough fun yet. I'm telling you this, so you can prepare yourself." Chen was also admitted to Jing University. He'll be coming to Jing City next month. Of course, I'll invite him to our home. You need to be nice to him. Ruyan whined sweetly. "Mom, can we call off this childhood engagement? I've finally reached the age where I can date." "Then you tell me I have a childhood engagement. So am I supposed to date, or not? Am I never supposed to date? Just wait to marry my fiancé. What if I meet a man I actually like?" Zhou Wenjing sighed. Chen lost his father at a young age. His mother abandoned him after remarrying. He has lived with his grandparents since childhood. Grandma Lin and Grandpa Long are getting old too. They just want to find him a reliable girl, so he and the girl could care for and support each other. That made them remember the childhood engagement. They arranged with your grandparents long ago, so they formally brought it up with your grandparents. Your grandparents asked me to speak with you first, because they were afraid you couldn't accept it. You'd have time to get to know each other. No one's rushing you into marriage. Grandma Lin and Grandpa Long love their grandson more than life itself. If the two of you don't get along, they certainly won't force it. It's just that this was a promise your grandfather made to Grandpa Long. If you reject it outright, wouldn't that be a little unfair?" Knowing she couldn't refuse outright, Ruyan rubbed her brow. "Do you have his contact information? I want to add him." Yes, I'll send it to you." "Mom, I understand. I'm going back to my room first." "Fine. But don't be too willful with that young man. Be courteous and polite." The moment she returned to her room, the call came in. When she answered, she heard her friend Nancy. "Ryan, want to go on a trip?" "Where to?" "Yanzi says the seaside in Yuncheng is fun. Just the three of us." "Yuncheng? All right. I'll contact my eldest sister and see if she can get us flight clearance." After hanging up, she opened her phone and added my contact information. Meanwhile, I was sitting at the guest house front desk, idly scrolling through my phone. Suddenly, a WeChat notification popped up. Someone had sent me a friend request. The note displayed a name I didn't recognize, so I sent back a question mark. My friend Song Nianian came over carrying a tray. There were 2 glasses of juice on it. Seeing my slight frown, she asked, "What's wrong?" I turned my phone screen toward her. "Someone named Ruyan added me. Do you know her?" "I've never heard that name." "Could she be an admirer of yours?" "Probably not." "Then don't accept it. She probably added the wrong person." I took a sip of juice and told her, "You can head back. I've got things covered here." Song Nianian didn't leave. Instead, she sat down. "Young Master Chen has been ignoring me lately. What did I do to upset him? Help me figure it out. Shouldn't I get something in return for analyzing it? You heartless jerk. Didn't I make that watermelon juice? Didn't I buy all those snacks?" I gave a cheeky laugh. Then I laid it out plainly. It's actually very simple. He's jealous, and you didn't comfort him. Young Master Chen is a mutual friend of ours. His name is Chen Sa. Baby, come save me. Last time, you were gaming with some guy. He heard that guy calling you baby, and you were still having the time of your life. Song Nianian instantly bristled. He was jealous? How did you know? Why didn't you tell me? I looked at her like she was a little fool. Because I could tell, obviously. You were busy gaming with another guy. Of course, you couldn't see it. Song Nianian was torn between laughter and tears. I'm innocent. That player was a random match. Then hurry up and make it up to him. Thanks for the advice, Brother Chen. When we get married, you'll sit at the head table. Ruyan saw the question mark he had sent back, but she didn't reply again. Maybe he didn't know about the childhood engagement yet. After messaging her eldest sister, she went to sleep. The next morning, Ruyan received the message and immediately sat bolt upright in bed. I'm heading to Yuncheng on business around 9 this morning. Want to come along? Yes. She quickly messaged her to friends. Meet at the airport before 9. After they met at the airport, Qin Ansi asked nervously, Your sister is negotiating a deal worth over 100 million. Won't we disturb her on the plane? Lu Ruyan swept back her hair and replied, It's fine. She's not in the same cabin as us. The three of them boarded the plane. Lu Ruyan received a message from her mother. This is the guest house owned by that young man's family. Once you're there, go visit Grandma Lin and Grandpa Long while you're at it. And that boy too. Oh, and about the childhood engagement. He may not know about it either. Alright, got it. After exiting WeChat, she looked up the guest house. The rates were very affordable, and its online reviews were quite good. Most praised its cleanliness, friendly service, and delicious food. One review said the owner was young and handsome, and a genuinely good person. Lu Ruyan's red lips curved into a smile at that review. Just then, Qin Ansi leaned over and said, Ruyan, Sister Lu said we could stay at your family's place on this trip. Lu Ruyan glanced out the window and said, We're not staying at my place. We're staying at a guest house. I found a great one. I'll book the rooms in a moment. Qin Ansi adjusted her seat, then reclined. Fine. It's all yours. I'm getting some sleep first. Lu Ruyan checked the booking page. Every room was booked. Business is that good. She copied the number from the homepage and called it. Hello. This is Ningxia Cottage. Hello, do you have any rooms available? Not at the moment, but before 1 this afternoon. 2 rooms will be checked out. How many rooms do you need? What time will you check in? Then 2 rooms, please. We'll check in at 1 this afternoon. 1 for me, and 1 for the other 2. Perfect. May I have your surname? I'll register you first. When you arrive, bring your identification, and check in at the front desk. My surname is Lu. Certainly, Miss Lu. I'll reserve 2 rooms for you. Just a reminder, if you have not checked in after 1, the rooms will be released for booking. Call this number if you need anything. Alright, thank you. Lu Ruyan did not notice that she had been smiling all along. How will we manage with 2 rooms? There are no extra rooms. You 2 will have to share 1 for now. After leaving the airport, Lu Ruyan arranged a separate car for them. They put their luggage in the trunk. Lu Ruyan put on her sunglasses and got into the driver's seat. We'll settle in at the guest house today. Tonight, we'll check out the local night market. You 2 plan tomorrow's itinerary. Sure, no problem. The 3 arrived at the guest house shortly after 12:40. This guest house looks really nice. Hello, are you checking in? Are you the owner here? No. The owner went to eat. I can check you in just the same. You're Miss Lu, right? Lu Ruyan handed him her identification. I reserved 2 rooms. Are they available now? Yes, they are. 2 rooms were just checked out. The housekeeper is cleaning them now. How should we split the rooms? I'll take 1, and 1 for those 2. Please let us know if another room opens up later. We'll book another 1. Certainly. A room will open up tomorrow morning. You can come arrange it after breakfast. How many days will you be staying? Let's book 7 days for now. All set, Miss Lu. Here are your key cards. The room numbers are written on the back. Breakfast is included in the room rate. It can also be delivered directly to your room. If you have any questions, call the front desk. Someone is available 24 hours a day. The 3 then headed to their rooms. When they opened the door, the view outside greeted them. Lu Ruyan stood on the terrace, besides a clear view of the town. She could also see the guest house's backyard. There was a large tree in the yard, looking full of life. Grandpa, you can't eat fatty meat anymore. Eat more vegetables. Lu Ruyan stopped short. Alright, I'll listen to Chen. Through a gap in the leaves, Lu Ruyan saw 3 people seated below. 2 elderly people and a man. Though she could not make out his face, his tall, straight figure was impossible to miss. I'll buy some gifts later, then go visit the 2 elders. Showing up so suddenly would seem impolite. After eating, I returned to the front desk. Brother Chen, Miss Lu Ruyan and her friends have checked in. Did you have the housekeeper deliver their welcome fruit? Song Nyanian smacked her forehead. Oh no, I forgot. I shook my head with a quiet laugh. It's fine. I'll take it up later. With that, I headed toward the dining room. Then I remembered something and turned back. By the way, how many guests checked in? 2 are staying in room 301. 1 is staying in room 3-0-2. They're all women. Let me tell you, Those three are unbelievably beautiful, especially the one who booked the rooms. She's exceptionally beautiful. That piqued my interest. Alright, I'll go see for myself later. If even you call her beautiful, she must be stunning. I went to the kitchen and prepared a fruit platter. Then I headed straight to the third floor. The instant Kin Ansi opened the door. Hello, may I ask who you are? Sorry to disturb you. I'm the owner. This is your welcome fruit. I hope you enjoy your stay. I took a plate from the tray and handed it to her. She quickly shut the door and rushed over to He Jiaoyu. Hey, listen to this. The guest house owner is a young, handsome guy. He's ridiculously handsome. Talk to me after I've slept. I had just knocked on room 302's door. The instant it opened, I looked down and saw a beautiful, delicate face. Hello. Sorry to disturb you. I'm the owner here. I've brought you some welcome fruit. The instant Ruyan opened the door, she paused slightly. My mother never told me he was this handsome. Thank you. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. Call the front desk if you need anything. I won't disturb your rest any longer. Ruyan gave a slight nod. Her gaze followed my retreating figure until I was out of sight. Only then did she close the door. She sat down and thought for a moment, then called her mother. Mom, we've checked into the guest house. I'm planning to visit Chen's grandparents tonight. What should I buy for them? Isn't your sister there on a business trip too? Let her handle it. And have you met Chen? Ruyan glanced at the fruit platter on the table and could not stop herself from blushing. I have. How is the young man now? He's handsome, isn't he? He's quite nice. Alright, make sure you talk things over properly. Do not be headstrong. If neither of you wants this childhood betrothal, the adults will not force you. Okay. Meanwhile, as soon as I turned the corner, I leaned against the wall. I'd only met a beautiful woman. Was that really enough to get me this worked up? As I reached the front desk, I saw Chen sitting beside Song Nianian. Their heads were together as they watched a movie. Our birthdays were close together, and before the college entrance exams, the three of us had just celebrated our 18th birthday coming-of-age ceremony. They got together the second day after the exams. Chen, Nianian, and I were just discussing what the three of us should have for dinner tonight. I'll pass. I do not want to be a third wheel. Besides, Grandpa said we're having guests tonight. I need to be home. Guests at home, huh? Then I guess we'll have to abandon you. What kind of friends are you? You really do not need to include me in everything. Song Nianian put away her tablet. Then we're off. Call if you need anything. Alright, nothing's wrong. Have fun, you too. I sat down at the front desk. Then something occurred to me. I opened the registration system on the computer and checked the information for room 302's guest. The moment I saw the name, I froze briefly. Ruyan, that was the exact same name as the woman who added me on WeChat last night. Either way, I thought it would be best to ask her directly. Suddenly, the phone rang. Boss, the room is out of tissues and water. Could you bring some up? I took a pack of tissues and some water from the front desk. Then I took them upstairs to the guest in room 303. Just as I was about to head downstairs, the door to room 302 opened from inside. Are you Miss Lu? The one who added me on WeChat? How do you know my last name is Lu? Did you need something from me? A flicker of awkwardness crossed her face. Let's talk as we walk. You're Aunt Joe's daughter, and my childhood betrothed. My shock at hearing this was no less than Ruyan's. Shocking, isn't it? I'm shocked too. I pressed my lips together. It is shocking. But it also feels exactly like something my grandparents would do. I know you don't want our parents arranging our marriage either. Your family. You handle them. My grandparents. I'll handle this with them. We need to fight this together. Ruyan's gaze settled gently on me. I didn't reject my mother's suggestion. Our grandparents are getting old. You know that. Defying them will only make them more stubborn and upset them. Their health can't take that kind of strain. Both of our grandparents are nearly 70. They should be enjoying their retirement. Like me, I'm sure you don't want to make them angry. Grandpa has high blood pressure. Grandma has a bad back. They've been working so hard for me since retiring, just to leave me some assets and some money. They've worried themselves sick. Then, what do we do? Just do nothing, then get married after graduation? Getting married now is out of the question. This is ridiculous. We met today. Yet we're sitting here discussing whether we'll marry someday. How are we supposed to act around each other for the next few years? No, this would be unfair to me, and unfair to Ruyan. It would be irresponsible. Our grandparents may be strict with us, but they mean well. I think we should date first, then marry. Date first, then marry? I've only heard of marriage first, love later. Let's date as boyfriend and girlfriend for now. If we truly can't stand each other's personalities or habits, or can't come to love each other, then we'll be honest with our elders. They brought this up so early, to give us time to think and adjust. Otherwise, they wouldn't have mentioned it now. They'd probably wait until we graduated and have us marry straight away. After hearing her out, I nodded in agreement. You're right, we need to resist them gradually, so they see that we're truly incompatible. For some reason, those words made Ruyan feel uneasy. We have 4 years until graduation anyway. If we go to graduate school, then we have another 7 years. We need to work together, constantly showing how deeply dissatisfied we are with each other. Then, when the time comes, wait. First of all, we only met today. I have no complaints about you, and you have no complaints about me either, right? We do not know whether we'll be unhappy with each other later, but we definitely cannot start out with that attitude. I do not want my first relationship to be so miserable. We should both take this relationship seriously, and only break up if we truly find we're not right for each other. I looked at her strangely. Isn't our goal to show our elders that we're incompatible, so they'll call off the childhood engagement? No, this is my first relationship. I have to take it seriously. If we take it seriously and still find we're incompatible. I lowered my eyes to look at her. Then, if we're going to date, when do we start? Dating seriously might be good. After all, she was beautiful, and she seemed well-mannered too. Just as she said, we could date first and marry later. If it did not work out, we could still back out. That would also give our elders an answer. Oh, right? Are you starting college this fall too? Where will you be studying? If it is long distance, forget it. I'm going to college too, just like you. The management department at Jing University. Oh, right? We just got together. Should we mark it somehow? Maybe start with a bouquet and a candle at dinner. It does not need to be so formal. That would only make me feel awkward. Let's just make it official now. Hey, handsome, want some flowers? You can give them to your girlfriend. How about I sell you all these flowers, basket included? Sure. 100 yuan, no haggling. I smiled. Then I paid 100 yuan. She often sold flowers here. Her family owned the rose garden nearby. She was a little princess who lacked for nothing. Selling flowers was simply how her parents taught her independence. Since you already know that, why buy flowers from her? They say a relationship should begin with a confession and a bouquet of flowers. If I confess to you right now, it would feel a little fake and awkward, but there should still be flowers. These are not wrapped as beautifully as florist flowers, but the flowers themselves are lovely. I hope you do not mind. I do not mind at all. Then we're boyfriend and girlfriend now. Only I knew how fast my heart was racing. We just sat there and made our relationship official in moments. It felt so surreal. Worried a guest might need me at the front desk, I headed back. Okay, let's go. Ruyan stood up, one behind the other. We returned to the guest house. As we reached the front desk, Ruyan reminded me, Chen, remember to accept my friend request, okay? In the Long family's cozy living room, the two Lu sisters were welcomed inside. The gifts they brought sat on the table. Grandma Long placed cut fruit before them. Thank you, Grandma. Grandma, the watermelon here is so much better than back home. And the grapes are not sour either. HMPH. The grapes at home are so sour they make my teeth ache. You like them? When you head back to Jing City, Grandma will pack some for you to take home. Yes, please. Thank you, Grandma. Ha ha ha. When I returned, I went straight into the kitchen. I stir-fried dishes with practiced ease. Before long, several steaming dishes were ready. Grandpa Long brought the last dish to the table, then called out to the living room. Dinner is ready. Just then, the 3 people in the living room came over to the table. Chen has loved learning to cook with his grandpa since he was little. Try it and see if you like it. This boy does not usually cook. He only does it occasionally when he is in the mood. Who knows if he has gotten rusty? If it is too salty or too bland, please do not hold it against him. Ruyan turned to look at me. Which dishes did you make? What, are you planning to avoid them? Ruyan gave me a sly smile. Then, to humor me, she tried one of my dishes first. Grandpa and Grandma looked over at us. Something seemed suspicious. Why did those two suddenly seem so familiar with each other? After dinner, the Lu sisters sat in the living room, chatting with Grandpa and Grandma. When I returned from the bathroom, the only empty seat was beside Ruyan. Come to think of it, our Chen and Ruyan have a childhood engagement. You already knew. Why are you taking it so calmly? That is not like you. I know. Are you two secretly up to something? Chen has accepted it. I wonder what the Lu girl said to Chen to make my grandson accept this so calmly. We plan to try dating first. We will get to know each other before making a decision. Chen, you will be going to Jing City for school in September too. I did not watch Ruyan grow up, but I know she is a good girl. If an argument is your fault, you need to learn to swallow your pride, and when you need to, learn to make it up to her. Though I felt a little embarrassed, my heart felt warm. Before I could say anything, Grandpa, Grandma, do not worry. I am serious about being with Chen. Anything I choose to do, I will never take lightly. It felt as though this child had grown up overnight. Grandpa, Grandma, even setting aside the agreement between our families, we will still look after Chen. After all, our grandparents have such a close friendship. Good. Our Chen only has the two of us. Ruyan, you do not blame us old folks, do you? I do not. I understand. It was getting late. The two Lu sisters were about to leave. Ruyan saw that Ruyan and I probably had something to say to each other. So she said to us, I'll wait in the car. Goodbye, Miss Lu. I've already told my parents and grandparents. Since the elders all know, we cannot treat this relationship casually. I know. I never planned to take it lightly. When I say I will do something, I take it seriously. So, you will have to gradually get used to it. Like other couples, we will hold hands and hug. Stop. I get it. Do not say any more. Her face flushed red as she cut me off. Fine. Even if I have never done it myself, I have seen how it is done. I know how to date. All right, get in the car. Your sister is waiting for you. Ruyan did not leave right away. She fidgeted and said, the girls staying with me today are all my close friends. They will definitely find out. So, could you make some time tomorrow to have dinner with them and me? I need to tell Song Nyanyan and Chen Sa too. They made such a big deal of treating me to dinner before. Now that I am in a relationship, I should return the favor. I added, why not meet them too? Ruyan blinked and asked, would your friends mind having dinner with us? Do not worry. They will not mind. My friends are easy to get along with. It would be good for everyone to meet tomorrow. Okay, then tomorrow night. Tell me if there is a restaurant you like, and I will make the reservation. The next morning, Song Nyanyan brought a woman to the guest house. The woman was dressed simply and neatly. Chen, I brought someone for you. Song Nyanyan led her to the front desk. She is a distant relative of my family's housekeeper. She spent 2 years doing group live streams. She does not want to do that anymore. So, she came here. She wants to travel a little, while looking for a job. Hello. What is your name? Tang. I have heard about the hours and pay here. From Nyanyan. I can clean, and I can cook too. I have also trained in Taekwondo for 9 years. I am certified. At that moment, Uncle Lee, who had come out of the kitchen, stopped in his tracks, waiting for her to finish. When she finished, everyone was stunned. My dear girl, if you went to a big city and found another job, whatever it might be, you would surely earn more than working here as a receptionist, wouldn't you? So, why come here? Uncle Lee had asked exactly what I wanted to know. Tang gave a tight smile. I had some bad experiences before. I do not want to work in a big city anymore. My aunt told me to come here and clear my head. After traveling around, I decided I wanted to stay. Yesterday, Song Nyanyan told me you needed a receptionist, so I wanted to give it a try. I do not mind if the pay is low. I know meals and lodging are included here. That is enough for me. You will need a medical checkup first, and a health certificate. Then you can come for a 3-day trial period. After 3 days, I can decide whether to keep you on. I have a health certificate. I got it last week. I was already planning to find a simple job around here. She took her ID card out of her bag, along with her health certificate, and handed them to me. I took them, looked them over, and nodded. All right, I will show you around first, so you can get familiar with the place. Then I will teach you how to use the system. Your trial starts today. Then I am done here. I am going to find my prince. Wait a second. I stopped her. Let us have dinner together tonight. What is up with the three of us? Is there something you need to say? But it will not be just the three of us. There will be 3 others. I will explain the details to you both when I get the chance. Go on for now. Song Nyanyan glanced at me. She figured it was probably nothing bad, so she left without worry. Come on, let me show you your room first. If you have time today, you can bring your luggage over. I took a pen from the front desk and gave her a stapled stack of A4 sheets. It has some important notes written in it. Read through it when you have time. Okay. I stepped into the room and moved aside to let her enter. The room was not large, but it had a big window, overlooking the road outside the guest house. This is your room. A man used to stay here, but I had it cleaned up, and everything has been wiped spotless. For the toilet, brushing your teeth, washing up, and showering, you will need to use the bathroom outside, but it is not far. It is great, much better than my old shared apartment. I returned to the front desk and taught her how to use the system. Then I suddenly heard movement by the stairs. Oh, I am driving today. Give me the keys. I planned the itinerary too. Pretty impressive, right? You are impressive, you big kid. You are the most impressive. Ruyan merely smiled at the two of them. At the stairs, she glanced toward the front desk. Hearing them come downstairs, I turned to look as well. Heading out for fun? Have you had breakfast? Morning, boss. We were planning to eat out. So this was the handsome owner Nancy mentioned yesterday. The owner was incredibly handsome. Why not eat in the restaurant? Breakfast is especially good today. You can take a look first, then decide. The restaurant has a different menu every day of the week. Come on, since Boss Long said so. We have to try it. It will not hurt to take a look before deciding. Ruyan did not turn back with them right away. Instead, she came to the counter and asked me, "What are you busy with?" I wonder what time Chen got to the guest house. He is already working this early. She is our newly hired receptionist. I am showing her the ropes. I smiled and introduced the people beside me to her. All right, carry on. I am going to have breakfast. It is pretty simple, but you need to get the hang of it quickly. School starts for me in a month. Ask me if you have any questions. Let us add each other as contacts, so we can stay in touch. By the way, have you eaten breakfast? I have. All right. Then sit here and familiarize yourself with things. Your pay starts today. I turned and headed to the restaurant. Boss Long, you are eating too? Come sit with us. All right. I will be there shortly. Why do you keep looking back and forth between us? What is it? Ruyan shot the two of them a glare. Why are you glaring at me? I did not do anything. Eat. Stop staring. Nancy noticed something was up, but said nothing. I found it amusing, and quietly asked Ruyan, "You have not told them?" I have not had the chance yet. Ruyan looked up, meeting their puzzled, demanding stares. All right, eat first. I will tell you later. Why are we the only ones eating here now? Most tourists finish breakfast and set out before 8. Some even leave before 6 to catch the sunrise. That is why they eat so early. Nancy spoke excitedly. Then my itinerary has us avoiding the crowds. I am a genius. I think you are trying to roast us alive. You did not pick somewhere in the middle of nowhere, did you? Of course not. Relax. I will not disappoint you. I felt Ruyan watching me. Following her gaze, I saw that someone had accidentally splashed sauce onto my clothes. It is fine. Do not worry about it. Our schedule is not packed today. We will be back by 4 or 5 this afternoon. Send me the restaurants you like, and I will reserve a table. We can go together when you get back. Today is Chinese Valentine's Day. Why not eat downtown? I know an amazing barbecue place. And at the mall. There will surely be events and plenty of excitement. Today, Song Nyanyan and Chen Sa will definitely be going out to celebrate too. Maybe Song Nyanyan and Chen Sa have already gone downtown. We can meet them directly at the restaurant. Chinese Valentine's Day. Okay, send that restaurant to my phone later. I will make the reservation. A lot of people will be out on dates for the holiday, so a reservation might be hard to get. I will send you several options. We can eat at whichever one has a table. I may be busy today too. I probably will not have time to make reservations. What are your plans today? I am driving Grandma to visit my great-aunt. She is ill, so we need to see her. As I spoke, I reached over the counter for a car key. All the rooms are occupied today, so there should not be much to do. Keep an eye on things here. Message or call me if anything comes up. Okay, do not worry. I have got this. When did you get your driver's license? I am guessing you learned to drive after the college entrance exams too. I shook the car keys in my hand. I got mine in early July. I have even driven on the highway once. Uncle Song came with me. Driving around town is no problem now. Alright, be careful on the road. Boss Long, want to come with us? I will pass. I have things to do today. Have fun. I turned to Ruyan and said, see you tonight, then. The two who had no idea what was going on looked shocked again. Something is clearly going on here. Why are you seeing each other tonight? Okay, I will message you when we are back. I am off, then. You all have fun. I waved goodbye to them, then drove out of the parking lot. Spill it. What is going on? Get in the car first, then I will tell you. I knew they would not let me off so easily, though I had not planned to hide it anyway. Once we were in the car, Ruyan briefly explained what had happened between us. Jiao Yu was utterly stunned. You just suddenly got yourself a boyfriend, and he is such a gorgeous guy. No wonder. I knew something was off between you two. You were secretly making big moves behind our backs. You moved fast. If the guys at our school find out, they will be heartbroken. I was going to tell you tonight over dinner. Who knew you could not wait? Today is Chinese Valentine's Day. It is your first one together. Why celebrate with us instead of him? Ruyan leaned against her seat, watching the scenery beyond the window. I did want to spend it with him, but he said he had plans, so I did not press him. Besides, we got together so suddenly. I need time to adjust. That is true. It is your first relationship too. You do not have much experience. Just take it seriously. You do not need experience. A relationship just takes the right attitude and treating your boyfriend well. I know. I will take him seriously. Want me to give you some advice? Can Ansi mercilessly mocked Jiao Yu for talking tough. Both your relationships were disasters. And you want Ryan to learn from you. Please, spare her. HMPH. So what? I was the one who got dumped. They only broke up with me because the timing was wrong. It was not because there was anything wrong with me. My Prince Charming is out there waiting for me. Go ahead and date. You all get into relationships without telling anyone. I am not dating anyone anyway. I am planning to travel the world. I have no time for romance. Meanwhile, I had just driven into my apartment complex's parking lot when Chen called. Nyanyan said you wanted to have dinner with us. She said something happened. You said you had something to tell us. What happened? Is everything okay? I could not help laughing. I knew you would worry. I was going to call and tell you. I took a few minutes to explain everything. There was a long silence on the other end. Then he suddenly asked in shock. Chen, you actually agreed to her proposal? Yeah. I visited the Liu family in Beijing when I was young. The elders were all very kind to me. They were already good people to begin with. Ruyan grew up in a family like that. She should be a good person too. Just then, my phone vibrated. That barbecue place with at least a 2-hour wait. Remember it. Ryan got us a table. Let's go there. She actually got a reservation? Your girlfriend is pretty impressive. Alright, we're downtown. Near Nyanyan's apartment. Want to come hang out? No, better not. I will not interrupt your date. I have things to do. I am hanging up. I immediately ended the call. Song Nyanyan looked at the call that had been disconnected. Wait, why isn't he spending the holiday with his girlfriend? They are skipping their first Chinese Valentine's Day together. They need time to adjust to each other. When we first got together, didn't you avoid me for 2 days too? You said you did not want things to be awkward. Do not worry. They have their own pace. A little after 4, I got a message from Ruyan. She said they were already on their way back to the city. They would be back at the inn before 5. She asked me to come find her at the inn. When I pulled up outside the inn, I saw the G-Wagon from that morning, parked in the same spot. Tang En was mopping the lobby floor. When she saw me return, she said a guest had checked out that morning, and the girl named He Jiaoyu had moved into that room. I nodded, then went upstairs. I knocked on the door of room 302. Ruyan looked as though she had just showered. I just need to dry my hair. I will be ready soon. Come in. I have something for you. Is that okay? Of course. There is nothing you cannot see. Ruyan stepped aside to let me in. The room was spotless. A large bouquet of black night roses stood prominently on the table, along with 2 gift boxes. Ruyan picked up the bouquet first. Today is Chinese Valentine's Day. I only found out because you mentioned it. I had planned not to go out with them and spend the holiday with you instead. But you had plans, and I thought you might not be ready yet for us to spend so much time alone together. So I didn't bring it up. I bought these flowers especially for you. Thank you. I love them. This is the first time anyone has given me such a big bouquet. And this is a shirt I picked out at the mall. Even though you did not say anything this morning, I still feel bad about accidentally getting sauce on you. I am really sorry about it. I chose the size based on your height, so it should fit. I told you. I wasn't upset. Why did you buy me clothes? This is the first time a girl has bought me clothes. I can buy you something even if you are not upset. Think of it as a Chinese Valentine's Day gift. I watched her reach for the other box, feeling a little embarrassed, but I did not get you a gift. Honestly, I knew today was Chinese Valentine's Day, only because Chen Sa mentioned it a few days ago. I did not think much of it. After all, before yesterday, a holiday like this had nothing to do with me. I never expected that after I casually mentioned the holiday, she would come back with gifts for me, while I foolishly thought I did not need to get her anything. Then, when we go to the mall later, will you pick something out for me? It is our first Chinese Valentine's Day together. It is not too much to ask for a gift, right? Sure, of course. I would feel bad if I only received a gift and gave nothing in return. What is in here? Open it and see for yourself. Go ahead and open it. I'll dry my hair. She turned and went into the bathroom. I sat in a chair by the table and opened the gift box. To my surprise, it was a mug. I really like it. Then I saw the logo on the box. My mouth fell open in surprise. You bought such an expensive mug. Now I will not even dare take it out to drink from. I would be heartbroken if I lost it. Ruyan quickly finished drying her hair and came back. I looked up. She was so beautiful, I could not look away. Do you like the mug? I do. It must have been expensive, though. I will take good care of it. I would hate to chip it. This was Ruyan's Chinese Valentine's Day gift to me. I should buy her a wonderful gift later too. Let's go. I'm ready. We closed the door behind us. Out in the hallway, we ran into Qin Ansi and He Jiaoyu, who were just heading out. When they saw Ruyan and me come out of the room, I politely asked them, "Did you have fun today?" Qin Ansi looked a little guilty. He Jiaoyu shot him a sidelong glance. Then she said goodbye. She said his itinerary took them off the beaten path, and there really was hardly anyone there. But it was nothing like what we saw online. So, we ended up going to the beach instead. The ocean was beautiful, and the seafood was delicious. At the inn's front desk, there are travel guides prepared especially for guests. They list genuinely fun places that will not rip you off. They also recommend all kinds of restaurants, along with suggested transportation and travel times. Help yourselves to one if you need it. They have something like that. If we had known, we would not have followed Qin Ansi. Your plan for tomorrow is probably no better. You should thank their guidebook for saving your life. Then did I make that whole itinerary for nothing? We will use the guidebook. It will save time, and we will have more fun. The group went downstairs together. I told Tang En at the front desk, "You can clock out and get dinner when your shift ends. Just keep an eye on the phone tonight, okay?" When we reached the car, Qin Ansi and He Jiaoyu climbed into the back seats. I confidently opened the passenger door and got in. Then we headed for the mall. We're here. Song Nianian, Chen Sa. They are both childhood friends of mine. They are a couple too. This is Ruyan, my girlfriend. Qin Ansi and He Jiaoyu are Ryan's friends. Nianian should know them. I checked them in myself. I know them, Those three are each prettier than the last. Song Nyannian put a hand around his waist and gently pinched the soft flesh at his side. You're dead, Chen saw. In a relaxed, cheerful atmosphere, we had dinner together. After dinner, with an arm around Nyannian, Chen Sa said, Chen, we're heading out. You two should head back early after shopping. Chen Sa leaned closer to me. From what we've seen so far, we both have a good first impression of her. We did not expect her to be so gorgeous. She and our Chen make a great match. Alright, you should go. I'll head back after I buy her gift. We're going back to town. Will you take my car back, or wait and ride back with Ruyan and Chen? No need. We'll get a taxi. You go on ahead. Alright, we're off then. Come on, take a hint. You two go shopping. We're heading back first. It will probably be hard to get a taxi now. Take the car back. Ruyan handed him the car keys. My eldest sister is here, so I'll have her send a car over later. Qin Ansi accepted them without hesitation. Once they had left too, I looked at Ruyan. What gift do you want? Anything you choose is fine. I thought for a moment. I had been thinking of buying a smartwatch. Then I noticed, your phone is the same as mine. Recently, that brand released a pair of matching smartwatches for couples. Want to take a look? I heard they look really nice. I wondered whether Ruyan would like them. Okay, let's have a look. We walked into the store and looked around. This is the one. It also comes in blue and pink. This is our newest smartwatch model. This smartwatch also has a dedicated application for couples. It can sync your data and share your moods. Could you bring us the blue and pink pair? I'd like to try them on. I put each watch on Ryan's wrist in turn. Which one looks better? Which one do you like? They both look nice. I like anything you pick. We'll take a black and purple pair. Certainly, sir. I'll get you new ones. I did not notice the blush warm in her cheeks. The clerk soon brought over the new boxes. I took the bag from Ruyan. Thank you. I really love it. I'm glad you like it. This was the first time I had chosen a gift for my girlfriend. It felt especially meaningful. It was after 9 that night when we got back. I gathered my things and prepared to get out. Chen. Ruyan called out to stop me. What is it? Are you free tomorrow? I want to go out with you. I mean, just the two of us. Sure. How about we hike up a mountain to watch the sunrise? She felt her heart race. I know a mountain with beautiful scenery. You can ride go-karts there. And from the summit, you can see the ocean in the distance. Our eyes met, and Ruyan's cheeks flushed faintly. I'll leave it to you. Then I'll pick you up tomorrow morning. We'll need to leave early at 5. The next morning, a phone call woke me up. I rolled over, picked up my phone, and glanced at it. Hello, sorry. I overslept. I'll wash up, get changed, and head out. I'm outside your house. I was afraid of waking your grandparents, so I didn't ring the bell. Oh, okay. I'll open the door now. Hang on. You're up really early. Today is our first real date. So I got up especially early. It isn't that I got up early. I just couldn't sleep at all. She followed me inside. I pointed toward the room. Sit in the living room for a moment. I'll wash up and get changed. I won't be long. Ruyan saw my clean, sharp outfit. Is there anything you need to bring? I can help you pack. No, I don't have much to bring. Let's get going. Ruyan and I stood side by side at the door, changing our shoes. Only then did I notice that our slippers seemed to be the same style. Our slippers are actually matching, just one blue and one pink. Did you buy them? I smiled and said, no. My grandma bought them. She got them especially for you. She said you'd be here for so many days and might come over to visit, so she prepared a pair for you. The morning air was a little cold, but pleasantly crisp. The moment I stepped outside, I felt the chill. I forgot to bring a light jacket. Forget it. I don't want to go back upstairs for it. It'll be warm by noon anyway. My scarf is in the car. I'll put it around you in a moment. Won't you be cold? I'm not cold. We got back into the car. Ruyan took a white scarf from the back seat and gave it to me. Put it on. It's a little chilly in here too. I didn't refuse her kindness. Once I wrapped it around myself, I was enveloped in its fragrance. It smelled wonderful. Ruyan handed me her phone. Where is it? Can you set the navigation for me? I entered the address into the navigation app. and handed it back to her. As she took it, her fingers lightly brushed mine, then pulled away at once. It felt like an electric shock ran through me too. A tingling sensation spread from my hand through my whole body. I awkwardly pulled my hand back. Ruyan placed her phone in its mount and turned to ask me, "Can we hold hands while we walk today?" "Of course we can. Hold my hand whenever you want." "What is it? Are you feeling shy?" Ruyan said with a huff. "No, I'm not." But her flushed cheeks gave her away. "I'm not going to bite." "You don't need to be so nervous." I gently patted the top of her head. All of a sudden, Ruyan seemed unbearably cute. I couldn't help laughing. "What are you laughing at?" she asked, puffing out her cheeks. Nothing. I mean, who asks before holding hands?" As she spoke, Ruyan buckled her seatbelt. "I was just afraid you weren't ready." Before long, we arrived at the parking lot outside the scenic area. That mountain I mentioned was really just a modest hill, but a crowd had already gathered there. Pink and violet dawn clouds colored the horizon, forming a breathtaking picture with the green mountains ahead. I got out of the car. A light breeze stirred the hair over my forehead. When I turned, Ruyan was holding up her camera and taking pictures. I smiled at the camera and flashed a peace sign. "You're taking pictures of me? Why, do I look that disheveled?" "No, you look great." "Don't believe me, look." Ruyan held out the camera and handed it to me. "You took a pretty good shot. It really is beautiful." Smiling, Ruyan reached up and pinched my cheek. "Looks like my boyfriend is quite happy with my photography skills." I grinned foolishly as I fixed my hair. She raised the camera and snapped another photo of me. I froze. "You really like candid shots, huh? You didn't even warn me." If something looks good, I take a picture. The tips of my ears turned red. So flustered I nearly tripped over my own feet as I headed toward the entrance. Come on, the view ahead is even better. The hill wasn't very high, so reaching the top took little effort. Still, the view from the summit was beautiful. "Let me take one of you two. Go stand over there." "Okay." Ruyan took off the camera and handed it to me. She walked ahead. I looked at her through the camera. My heartbeat faltered. She stood in the light, looking so gentle, yet dazzlingly beautiful. Just thinking that someone this beautiful was my girlfriend made my heart race. She leaned closer, without looking at herself in the camera. "What are you staring? Why don't you just look at me directly?" I quickly looked away from the camera and looked at Ruyan. "Oh, don't flatter yourself. I wasn't looking at you." "You really weren't looking at me." "My boyfriend wasn't looking at me." "Then who was he looking at?" "All right, stop teasing me." I'd finally realized it. Ruyan was deliberately teasing me. She knew perfectly well I was looking at the photo I'd just taken, but she still had to say it outright. Many people around us were taking pictures. Ruyan walked over to a young woman. "Excuse me, could you take a picture of me and my boyfriend?" The young woman happily took the camera. "This place is so beautiful. It's our first time going out together, so we should take a photo together." Then she gently leaned against my shoulder. I was still turning to look at her when the woman caught the moment in a candid shot. When I turned toward the camera, she caught another candid photo. Ruyan whispered in my ear, "Turn and look at me." I turned my head. Ruyan was gazing up at me, a smile curling her lips. "She's taking the picture. Give her a smile." I put an arm around her shoulders and faced the camera with Ruyan. "Perfect. You two are being so lovey-dovey." "Thanks. I've had my fill of sweetness." "Thank you so much." "Thank you. See you around." Ruyan took back the camera. "Send me today's photos when you get home, okay?" Ruyan put away the camera and took my hand again. After admiring the view for a while, we came down the hill. We found a restaurant. Once we sat down, I asked her, "How many days are you staying here this time?" "About a week. We're leaving on the 10th. Ruyan picked up a soup dumpling and dipped it in vinegar. "We planned to stay a week before we came. For now, I'll head back with my eldest sister on the 10th. We sat by the window, where we could eat while enjoying the view. "Tomorrow, I'm leaving for hiking with Grandpa and Grandma, to stay with my aunt for a while. So, when my aunt called last night, they decided to leave for hiking tomorrow. By the time I get back, you'll probably already be gone, right?" Ruyan paused slightly, then took a tissue and wiped the corner of her mouth. "When are you planning to go to Jing City?" I thought about it. Probably the day before school starts. New students register on September 2nd. I'm planning to go on September 1st. We had only just made our feelings clear, and now we'd be apart for a while. Ruyan poked at her soup dumpling with her chopsticks. So frustrated, she let out a long sigh. Sigh. All right, it can't be helped. When we returned to the guest house, Ruyan held my hand. We won't see each other tomorrow. Feeling down, I rubbed her head. Want a hug? The next time we meet, school will have started. I opened my arms and hugged her. She nodded shyly in my arms. MMHMM. See you when school starts. Time flew by. There were only 2 days left of vacation. I returned to Yuncheng 2 days before school started. Since Ruyan and I parted, we'd stayed in touch through calls and messages, sharing the fun things from each day with each other, or delicious meals we'd had. Gradually, Ruyan often texted me, I want to see you, and then we'd start a video call. Sometimes we'd talk for 1 or 2 hours. Tomorrow, I was flying to Jing City. Ruyan said she'd pick me up at the airport. Aunt Jo had also messaged me, inviting me to her home tomorrow. I'd prepared plenty of gifts, and I was looking forward to seeing Ruyan too. At the time, I was packing things to take to school. Chen, this is from your grandpa and me. Your tuition and living expenses. Take it. Don't be too frugal while you're away from home. Eat what you should eat. Drink and buy what you need. For years of tuition and living expenses are all here. Keep it safe. I froze for a moment and didn't take it. Grandpa, Grandma, why are you giving me so much all at once? After I took over the guest house, all its earnings had been saved in my bank account. When I visited my grandaunt, she also gave me a cash gift as a reward for getting into college. I also had all the holiday money I'd received growing up, which I'd kept myself. So I still had quite a bit of money. Grandma Long stopped trying to press it into my hand and put it directly into my bag instead. When you're away from home, having money means peace of mind. Your grandpa and I both have pensions. We don't need much. But in Jing City, you'll have many expenses. Besides, Ruyan grew up in Jing City. Her family runs a large company. They have many friends and a broader worldview. We're worried. I cut Grandma off. Grandpa, Grandma, what is there to worry about? I held Grandpa's hand in one hand and Grandma's in the other, then sat down on the bed. If I don't fit into a circle, I won't force my way in. If her friends reject me because my family isn't wealthy and exclude me or don't like me, then I won't consider them my friends either. Besides, haven't you met Qin Ansi and He Jiao Yu too? They both come from good families, but they're very easy to get along with. Although we haven't spent much time with Ruyan, it's clear she was raised well. I'm sure her friends are good people too. Grandma Long nodded. That's true. But then again, our family isn't lacking either. Whatever you want to do, go for it. You're Grandpa, and I will support you completely. Grandpa, Grandma, don't worry about me. I'll take good care of myself. I'll come back to see you during the National Day holiday. You need to take care of yourselves too. The 2 of us are still in good health. You don't need to worry. The 3 of us were talking when the doorbell rang outside. I'll get it. I got up and hurried out of the room. When I opened the door, to my surprise, Uncle Song and Aunt Fang were there with Song Nianian. Uncle Song, Aunt Fang, come in, quickly. All 3 of them were carrying bags. Grandpa and Grandma came out of my bedroom too. Song Junchi was Grandpa Long and Grandma Long's godson. Song Nianian was their only child. The couple was especially fond of me. They had always treated me like their own son. Ever since my father died and my mother left, they had cared for me even more. You came all this way. Why bring so many things? You're too kind. Godmother, isn't Chen leaving for Jing City tomorrow? We bought these for Chen. Grandma Long smiled warmly. You're so thoughtful. Fang Lingyi smoothed my hair. From now on, Chen's clothes and shoes. I'll take care of all that. Aunt Fang, I have plenty of clothes. I have more than enough. Please stop spending money on me. Chen, your flight is after 8 tomorrow, right? MMHMM. It leaves at 8:10. Then I'll take you to the airport tomorrow. I have nothing else to do. Mom, Asa and I already agreed. We'll take him. You should rest at home. All right, you can take him. Fang Lingyi knew the 3 of us had grown up together, so she did not stop us, knowing how close we were. After chatting with the elders for a while, Song Nianian glanced at her phone. It was a message from Shen Sa. The 3 of us had arranged to have dinner together that day. After telling the elders, the two of us left. Why aren't you coming upstairs? Well, Uncle Song and Aunt Feng. I feel a little awkward around them. What's there to feel awkward about? Hasn't my mom always treated you like her future son-in-law? As she spoke, Song Nyanyan kissed him on the lips. I covered my eyes. Come on, you did just kiss out of nowhere. I'm standing right here. Could you at least spare me? Your face is so red. Have you two never kissed? We aren't that close yet. Unlike you two, who have known each other since childhood, you practically grew up in the same cradle. I thought things with Ruyan were already moving fast, but these two were beyond anything I could imagine. Seeing how embarrassed I was, Chen saw. Stop teasing me. Chen, take good care of yourself in Jing City. We'll come see you whenever we have time. Then you can show us around Jing City. I nodded. You two should be happy together, too. When you come to Jing City, I'll treat you to something delicious. Alright, it's a deal. It rained the next day. Song Nyanyan and Chen Sa drove me to the airport. You can make new friends there. Call us anytime if you need anything. Don't feel awkward just because we're far away. Why are you being so sentimental? You're a grown man. I patted his shoulder. Don't worry. If anything happens, I'll definitely tell you. Only when the announcement began calling for passengers did I finally head through security. Before boarding, Ruyan sent me a message. Have you arrived at the airport already? When I saw her message, I smiled without realizing it. Yeah, I'm in the waiting area. Okay, I'll wait for you at the exit. At the domestic arrivals exit of Jingbai Airport, Ruyan stood waiting for me. A lot of passengers came out, but Ruyan spotted me at once. I was tall, with striking looks, easy to spot in a crowd. Ruyan was just about to wave at me when she noticed a girl beside me. We were chatting and laughing together. Damn, Pei Momo came with Long Chen. Then why did he ask me to pick him up? I don't want to be a third-wheel girl. Ruyan turned and asked, You know them? The two emerging from the crowd were exceptionally striking. Of course, they were my high school classmates. I'm here to pick up the girl. The guy was the heartthrob of our class. The girl is pursuing him. She looked thrilled. She didn't dare confess before graduation. Now that they're in college, she can finally spend time with him openly. Ruyan frowned slightly. She looked toward Pei Momo and me. What makes you think that? The girl had the look of someone shipping a couple. They looked so perfect together. A handsome guy and a beautiful girl. Both outstanding. That's exactly what I mean. Naturally, there's a good chance they'll end up together. Ruyan ignored her. As she watched me draw closer, she waved. Chen, over here. The girl looked over suspiciously. What? You're here to pick him up. You're his sister, right? I'm his girlfriend. With that, she walked toward me. The moment I saw Ruyan, I quickened my pace. When I reached her, I said, This is my classmate, Pei Momo. I happened to run into her on the plane. So, we came out together. Then I introduced Ruyan to Pei Momo. This is my girlfriend, Ruyan. You got a girlfriend so quickly? Her grip on her suitcase handle tightened unconsciously. Her gaze slowly moved to me, then shifted to Ruyan. We started dating over the summer. Hello, but Chen never mentioned you before. It's nice to meet you. I'll treat you to dinner sometime. Sure, if we get the chance. Chen, let's go. My parents know you've arrived. I nodded, and I said to Pei Momo and Zhao Miamian, We'll be going now. Pei Momo nodded. After they left, Zhao Miamian scratched the back of her head. How did a top student like him suddenly get a girlfriend? None of our other classmates said he was dating anyone. Who is that girl? Stop talking. Let's go. So, his heart already belonged to someone else. I should have told him how I felt sooner. Once we got in the car, I grabbed a bottle of water and took 2 huge gulps. Why does Jing City feel even hotter than Yun City? It is a little hot today. You just got here, so you might not be used to it yet. Aren't we heading home? Didn't you say you'd hug me when you saw me? Why haven't you hugged me? I smiled. I opened my arms and pulled her into my embrace. We held each other for several minutes before letting go. Ruyan started the car and drove out of the parking lot. We arrived home soon after. The elevator doors had just opened when we found the people waiting outside. Chen is much more handsome than he was as a child. Chen, these are my parents. I stepped out of the elevator and greeted them politely. Hello, Uncle and Annie. Come inside. I've prepared a room for you. I'll show you. Ruyan, have someone bring up his suitcase. Got it. Your room is the master bedroom on the second floor. It has a great view, and it's spacious too. I've prepared everything you could need. It's all ready for you. That includes toiletries, as well as clothes, shoes, and socks. Annie, I said, a little embarrassed. You've gone to so much trouble. I'll be living on campus once school starts. I shouldn't take up a whole room. Any guest room will do. It's no trouble, and it isn't a waste. Zhou Wenjing said warmly. I know your school requires freshmen and sophomores to live on campus. That's fine. You can stay here anytime on weekends or during holidays. Ryan's older sister doesn't live with us. Usually, only the three of us live here. Sometimes Uncle Lu and I go away on business. And Ruyan is left here alone. It gets rather lonely. With you here, it'll be much livelier. I felt a little awkward. Then Zhou Wenjing added, I was your grandmother's student. When I attended college in Yun City, your grandmother helped me out a great deal. Now that you're staying with us, and you're Ryan's boyfriend, of course I'll take good care of you. Since Mrs. Zhou put it that way, I couldn't refuse again. Thank you, Annie. You're welcome. Make yourself at home. Think of this as your own home. Your uncle and I are usually busy, but there is a housekeeper and staff here. Ask them if you need anything. Of course, you can contact us too. I turned and met Lu Ryan's eyes. Lu Ryan smiled at me. If you need anything, just ask Ruyan. I couldn't help laughing. The master bedroom on the second floor was indeed huge. It had a bright, clean decor. It was clear. The room had been redecorated. Zhou Wenjing showed me around, and I felt deeply embarrassed. Mrs. Zhou had truly thought of everything. In the walk-in closet were clothes for young men my age. She had even asked the staff to remove the tags from some of them and wash them so I could wear them right away. I didn't know what else to say besides thank you. Annie, you're so kind to me. I truly don't know how to thank you. Silly child, it's because I like you. Even if you weren't Ryan's boyfriend, I'd still take good care of you, I replied with a smile. Thank you, Annie. I'm sorry for the trouble. After Lu Ruyan directed a servant to put away my luggage, she reminded her mother. Mom, a Chen just got off the plane. He got sweaty outside. Let him take a shower first. All right, child. We'll have plenty of time to talk later. Settle in however you like. Then take a shower and come down for dinner. All right, I understand, Annie. I replied politely. Before leaving, Zhou Wenjing deliberately called Lu Ruyan away too. Lu Ruyan told me, my room is on the third floor, right above yours. You get settled first. After they went downstairs, I was alone in the room. I looked around the room, then sat down and messaged my grandparents to let them know I was safe. Then I took clean clothes from my suitcase and went to the bathroom. I thought I would feel nervous at the Lu house, but I didn't feel tense or awkward at all. I felt at ease around the elders too. After showering, I dried my hair before heading downstairs. Chen, come sit down and eat. These salted egg yolk chicken wings are Ryan's favorite. They're also my specialty. Try one. I helped myself to a chicken wing and took a bite. Annie, your cooking is delicious. Stop praising her. My mom makes them all the time, until we're sick of eating them. I froze for a moment. No way, you little brat. What are you talking about? I would never do that to a Chen. Don't listen to her nonsense. Eat whatever you want. Have as much as you like. And tell me if you don't like something. Just do whatever makes you happy. Okay. I smiled. I loved this kind of family dinner atmosphere. Having parents around felt wonderful. Ruyan, make sure you take good care of a Chen. After dinner, Zhou Wenjing and Lu Chengxiao both had work to do. They told Lu Ruyan to take good care of me. Then they both left the house. I pointed toward my room and said to Lu Ruyan, I'll go back to my room and unpack. Rest once you're done unpacking. Take a nap. This afternoon, I'll take you out for a look around. Sounds good. I went back to my room and took the gifts out of my suitcase. I could give them to everyone tonight. I left everything else packed. Since I would be taking it to school tomorrow, I lay down and slept for an hour. After waking and changing, I went downstairs. Young Master Chen, are you looking for Miss Lu? She went back to her room. Alright, I'll go upstairs and find her. And Wang, are you taking that upstairs? Yes, young Master Chen. Miss said she wanted some juice, and asked me to make you a glass too. I was just about to bring it upstairs. Alright, sorry to trouble you, young Master Chen. I took the tray from Aunt Wang. The door was open. I knocked. Come in. Standing in the doorway, I saw Lu Ruyan sitting on the sofa in her bedroom. Come in and sit. Lu Ruyan turned off her phone and set it aside, walked over to me, and took the tray. Did you sleep well? Very well, I can sleep anywhere. So I fell asleep right away. I followed her into the room. It was my first time in Lu Ruyan's room. Its layout was the same as the bedroom I was staying in. Only the decor was different. What surprised me was that Lu Ruyan's room was filled with assembled Lego sets. You have so many discontinued Lego sets. There are several I've wanted but couldn't buy. Lu Ruyan's eyes lit up. You like them? MMHMM. I really like building Lego. I always save up to buy sets. I couldn't hide my excitement. Lu Ruyan took my hand. Come on, I'll show you my secret hideout. Puzzled, I followed her. We went up to the attic above the 3rd floor. She pushed open a door, and the room was filled with Lego sets. The assembled ones were displayed in cabinets on one side, while unopened boxes lined the cabinets opposite them. I like Lego too. During my senior year, to ease the pressure, I often came here to build sets. My parents never stopped me from enjoying this hobby. They bought me lots of them. I never expected the two of us to share a hobby. My eyes sparkled. You have so many. It was easy to see just how much Uncle Lu and Aunt Jo spoiled Lu Ruyan. Lu Ruyan said without holding anything back. From now on, these aren't just mine. They're yours too. My parents usually don't come into this room. Only the housekeeper comes in occasionally to clean. You can come here anytime from now on. You can build any unopened Lego set here. And of course, if you like the assembled ones, you can have those too. I felt my heart slowly filling up. Why are you so good to me? Lu Ruyan lifted my hand and gave it a little shake. You're my boyfriend. Of course I should be good to you. Didn't we agree to take this relationship seriously? We sat on the rug with our backs against the display cabinet. Our bodies were pressed close together. Lu Ruyan rested her head on my shoulder. Sunlight streamed through gaps in the leaves outside. I turned to look into her eyes and gently wrapped an arm around her shoulders. Ruyan, you're so good to me. To me. Lego was expensive. Some discontinued sets could not be bought at any price that Lu Ruyan was willing to share. This small private world that had belonged only to her was even more precious. Lu Ruyan seemed a little nervous in my embrace. Chen. My heart began to pound wildly. It was the first time I had heard her call me that. Her voice was gentle and natural. The room was so quiet that I could almost hear our racing heartbeats. Lu Ruyan smiled sweetly. I'm not this nice to just anyone, but you're my boyfriend. You're special to me. My taking the initiative to hug her made her especially happy. The air between us gradually turned intimate. She slowly sat upright and moved away from me. Then, suddenly, she lightly kissed my cheek. She pulled away at once, like a startled little rabbit. My eyes widened in surprise. I sat there stunned, my ears burning hot. Lu Ruyan rested her head on my shoulder again. Back in my room, I sat on the sofa, lost in thought. I felt that every time I entered that Lego room from now on, I would remember Lu Ruyan's shy kiss. Being in love really was a beautiful thing. Chen, Uncle Lu, and I will not be home for dinner tonight. You and Ruyan eat together. After staying in my room for a while, I prepared to go downstairs. When I opened the door, I saw Lu Ruyan with her hand raised, about to knock. Lu Ruyan held out her hand. She tilted her head at me. I won't show you around the house today. He Zhao you just called me. She heard you come to Jing City and suggested we all have dinner together. Looking at the girl's radiant smile, I smiled back. It's fine. We have plenty of time. That evening, we arrived at the hotel together. I thought the people joining us for dinner would only be Qin Ansi and He Zhao Yu, but there was also a handsome man I did not know. Just as I wondered whether he was He Zhao Yu's new boyfriend, he walked over with a smile. Ruyan, I heard ages ago that you were dating someone. You finally decided to bring your boyfriend out, so we can meet him. Then he paused, turning to look at me. So this is your type? For some reason, I felt he was openly hostile toward me. His eyes traveled over me from head to toe, making me deeply uncomfortable. That's right. Ruyan nodded with a smile. This is exactly the kind of boyfriend I like. This is my boyfriend, Chen. Then she turned to introduce him to me. This is my high school classmate, Jia Donghai. Jia Donghai gave Ruyan a mock-angry glare. We were desk mates for 3 years, you know. And I'm just your high school classmate. I froze for a moment. High school. Desk mates. Jia Donghai smiled at Ruyan, the affection in his eyes impossible to miss. Ruyan felt my fingers tighten slightly. She tilted her head toward me, understanding at once. Then she turned to Jia Donghai and said, yes, we were desk mates. Just desk mates, nothing more. Jia Donghai would not let it go. Just desk mates. Ruyan's brows drew together slightly. What else would we be? The atmosphere became strangely awkward. I turned to Ruyan. Ruyan, I'm hungry. Got it. Let's eat. Jia Donghai watched them interact and silently clenched his fists. We're all hungry. Come on, sit down and order. Chen, we're welcoming you to Jing City today. You order. Ruyan's pain. Ruyan teased with a smile. You really take every chance to make me pay, don't you? She handed me the menu. Order whatever you want. Then she took out her phone and messaged He Jiao Yu. Why did you invite Jia Donghai? I'm innocent. I didn't invite him. He was already having dinner here with his parents. But they got into another fight. When he came out, he happened to run into us. When he heard you were coming, he shamelessly insisted on tagging along. He said he wanted to meet your boyfriend. Ruyan looked up and shot him a glare. Then she kept typing. He said he wanted to see you, so you let him come. You listened to him that well. He Jiao Yu replied with a shrugging emoji. I didn't let him, but he followed us and I couldn't exactly throw him out. You two were desk mates for 3 years. Surely there's some friendship between classmates. Ruyan was instantly speechless. Don't give me that nonsense. Classmates are just classmates. Nothing more. There was nothing between us. Jia Donghai and I sat together for 3 years, but we only crossed paths at school. We never had contact outside of it. Jia Donghai sat down as well. Chen, where are you from? You must not be used to Jing City yet. Want me to recommend some local specialties? I'm from Yuncheng. I've lived in Jing City before, so I'm used to it. Thanks. I've already ordered. I pointed out several dishes to the server and set down the menu. Jia Donghai gave an awkward smile. He picked up the menu and glanced at it, then said, how about I pay for this meal? After all, I'm the one crashing dinner. This is a welcome dinner for my boyfriend. Naturally, I'll pay. Exactly. Ruyan is definitely paying for this meal. No one is allowed to fight her for it. The private dining room had a traditional Chinese design. It was spacious and bright, quiet and elegant. It was exactly the style I liked. I casually took a few pictures, planning to show them to Grandpa and Grandma after dinner. I never thought Ruyan would start dating so soon. I didn't expect she'd be the first to find a boyfriend. Then you don't know her well enough. Whether she dates depends entirely on whether she wants to. As for Chen and me falling in love because of our childhood betrothal, only the few of you know about it. If anyone asks, just say we started dating in Yuncheng. MMHMM. No need to mention any other details. You should have said so. Back in school, a lot of our classmates admired Ruyan. Who knew someone would beat them to it right after graduation? I had little interest in this topic. I lowered my head and looked over the photos I'd just taken. Are you kidding? Just because someone has a crush on me, does that mean I have to date them? I could never treat something like that so casually. And you weren't being casual. Then why did you rush to Yuncheng after hearing about the childhood engagement? You even told me we should try dating first. We didn't even know each other then. How is that not casual? Jia Donghai reacted as though he'd heard a joke. You're not casual. Then how did you meet him? Ruyan was growing annoyed. Why do you have so many questions? Why should I answer you? Jia Donghai immediately picked up on my mood. Oh no, it seems I said the wrong thing. Is Chen upset? Can Ansi also thought Jia Donghai was asking too many questions. He spoke up to smooth things over. Let's not just talk about Ryan's relationship. I remember. Weren't you close with Han Yujia before? Nothing happened. When were we ever close? Don't joke around like that. He's attending college and hiking now. We barely keep in touch. It's really not what you think. During our 3 years of high school, Han Yujia sat behind Lu Ruyan. He got along well with the students seated in front of and behind him. For a while, Jia Donghai often went to Han Yujia with questions. They spent so much time together that everyone thought something might happen after graduation. Yujia is a pretty nice person. Good thing it never happened. He still has those kinds of feelings for Ruyan. Isn't that way too fickle? More importantly, Lu Ruyan already has a boyfriend. Yet he still acts like this. The dishes we ordered began arriving one after another. I put down my phone and started eating. As I listened to them talk, I didn't say much either, only chiming in now and then. Partway through, I stood to use the restroom. Jia Donghai immediately stood too. I'll come with you. The restroom is a little far from here. Lu Ruyan stood a moment later. I'll go with him. She saw that I was feeling down and wanted to cheer me up. Jia Donghai gave an embarrassed laugh and sat back down. All right. Back at school, Lu Ruyan always seemed cool and aloof. She kept everyone at a distance, especially the boys. But just now, Lu Ruyan served me food and refilled my drink. She was gentle and attentive. He noticed every bit of it. Lu Ruyan is really thoughtful. I had wanted to follow him to the restroom and ask how they got together. But Lu Ruyan keeps such a close eye on him. She even accompanies him to the restroom. No need. I can go by myself. Come on, I know where it is. I'll take you there. Once we stepped outside. Chen, why do you look so unhappy? Did something I said upset you? You noticed. I met her gaze. My voice subdued. You said you weren't casual about relationships. So, what about us? Did we get together too casually? So that was what this was about. She gave a soft laugh. You should have said so. Of course not. I thought it through seriously. And only after I met you did I decide I wanted to date you. It wasn't an impulsive decision. I gave a subdued hum. You sat with him for 3 years. He must know you well. My mind was focused on studying. How would I have time to care about that? Chen, are you jealous? I'm not jealous. When I came out of the restroom, Lu Ruyan was still waiting where she was. She took my hand. Yijiao messaged that Jia Donghai had left. Let's go back and eat some more. Back in the private room, everyone tacitly avoided mentioning Jia Donghai again. Lu Ruyan placed a piece of braised pork in my bowl. While I ate the braised pork, she rolled me a roast duck wrap. This restaurant's roast duck was authentic. She saw how much I liked it and remembered it. On our way back after dinner, I took some photos of the streets and sent them to Grandpa and Grandma. Chen, why are you still out so late? Is anyone with you? I quickly replied. I had dinner today with Lu Ruyan and her friends. We stayed out a little longer before heading home. My phone rang. It was Grandpa calling on video. I answered, smiling as I called out, Grandpa, Grandma. Seeing the car's back seat behind me, they asked, Sweetheart, you're not home yet? Right. I'm on my way home. Ruyan is driving me home. Don't worry. Grandpa and Grandma. Grandma smiled kindly. Good. With Ruyan there, we can rest easy. Classes start tomorrow. Get home and go to bed early. Be sure to get along well with your classmates at school. Okay, I understand. Though they'd reminded me several times before I came, they still couldn't help reminding me again. I chatted with them for a while before hanging up. Chen, want to take a walk around the little plaza? The car pulled into the outdoor parking lot. Sure, I had nothing to do back home. So I nodded in agreement. The night breeze carried a slight chill. We held hands. Come on, I'll show you around. My parents often come here after dinner. They say it's to help digestion, but really, they use digestion as an excuse to take a walk alone together. I smiled at that. Uncle Lu and Aunt Jo have such a wonderful relationship. We strolled slowly down the quiet path. The landscaping in this neighborhood is beautiful. This place is really lovely. I think I could come out for walks every day. Just like my parents. The flower beds were filled with seasonal blooms. No cars passed along this road. Lu Ruyan naturally looped her arm through mine. We savored the happiness of the moment. Early the next morning, my alarm woke me up. After getting ready, I went downstairs. Wenjing waved to me from the dining room. Aunt Jo, what a feast. I skipped lightly down the stairs. Breakfast needs to be hearty. Come, sit down. I wrapped these little wontons fresh this morning. They're delicious. Try some. I sat down and politely asked, "Where are Uncle Lu and Lu Ryan? The other elders aren't here yet. I'd like to wait for them before eating. Or it would be rude. Your Uncle Lu left on a business trip today. He left just now. Ryan is probably still asleep. Don't worry about her. Go ahead and eat. After breakfast, you two can go register at the university together." "Okay, thank you, Aunt Joe." The wontons smelled wonderful, and my appetite stirred. Aunt Joe and I were eating when Lu Ryan came downstairs, still bleary-eyed. "Dear Mom, good morning." "Good morning, Chen. Could you pay a little attention to your appearance? Look at your hair. It's a total mess. Go upstairs and fix yourself up before coming back down." "Mom, Chen is right here. Could you at least save me some face?" As I ate wontons at the table, I watched her playful, spoiled act and couldn't help laughing. Usually, Lu Ryan was cool and striking, but fresh out of bed, she had a lazy air about her. That made her especially adorable and vibrant. "Chen, finish your breakfast first. Once Lu Ryan is ready, the two of you can go register at Jing University together." "Chen, this is the back-to-school gift Annie prepared for you. Open it and have a look." A moment later, Zhou Wenjing motioned for a servant to bring over an exquisite gift box. The servant placed it before me. Inside was a car key, along with an obviously expensive watch. Both gifts were incredibly valuable. "Annie, this gift is far too valuable. I really can't accept it. It's only a small token from me. Please, don't be so formal. I know you have a car in Yuncheng. You need one here in Jing City too, to get around more easily. The car is in the underground garage. You can take a look when you have time." After going back and forth a few times, I simply couldn't refuse Aunt Joe's kindness. "Thank you, Aunt Joe. Please wait a moment. I have something for you too." I hurried upstairs and brought back a wooden box. "This is a modern painting Grandpa treasured for years. When I learned you enjoy collecting paintings and calligraphy, I specifically asked Grandpa for permission to bring it here. I've searched for this painting for so long. I never expected your grandfather had it. He is truly generous. Grandpa favors landscape paintings. This painting belongs with someone who truly appreciates it. That is only fitting." Zhou Wenjing happily held the painting, looking it over from every angle. It was clear she truly loved the gift. Just then, Lu Ryan came downstairs, fully ready. Seeing this, she immediately teased, "Mom, does seeing a Chen really make you this happy?" Lu Ryan even gave an indignant little huff. "HMPH, your own daughter rarely gets to see you smile this happily at me." I looked at her helplessly, then laughed at her playful expression. Zhou Wenjing carefully put the painting away and gave her daughter an affectionate scolding look. "Enough teasing. Hurry and eat. You need to get to school soon. You to be careful. I need to head out too." Lu Ryan sat across from me and picked up her utensils to eat breakfast. Lu Ryan said eagerly, "I heard the Chinese department moved into a brand new dormitory this year. The 4-person rooms have air conditioning, private bathrooms, and excellent amenities. I can't wait to get to campus." I smiled. "The dorm isn't going anywhere. Take your time eating. We'll leave once you're done." After she finished breakfast, we went upstairs together to get our luggage. When we came back out, I picked up a gift box and handed it to her. "This is for you. I thought it smelled lovely, so I thought you'd like it." Lu Ryan accepted the box, her eyes curving with delight. "Thank you, boyfriend. My gift for you is in my room. I'll give it to you when we get back tonight. Don't stay at the dorm tonight. Come home with me. My media room is on the 3rd floor. We've never watched a movie together before." I nodded. When she saw I agreed, she slipped her arm through mine. The sudden closeness made the tips of my ears burn. My heart beat a little faster too. Then we headed downstairs. Before long, we arrived at the university gates. Jing University's entrance was bustling. New students and parents streamed in and out. Friendly upper-class women eagerly welcomed the freshmen. The air buzzed with voices. "Chen, go register first. I need to take a call." With that, she walked beneath a roadside tree to answer it. Lu Ryan stood out strikingly among the crowd. Many passers-by secretly glanced her way. Some people filming the campus scenery even captured her on camera, drawing plenty of attention. I went alone to the freshman reception desk to fill out my paperwork. "Hi, freshman. Here to register. Want me to show you around campus, so you can get familiar with it." One of the upper-class women at the reception desk was especially helpful. No, thanks, senior. My girlfriend and I will look around together later. Next, a senior from the street dance club stepped forward. Hi, freshman. Would you be interested in joining our street dance club? As she spoke, she handed me her contact information. I wasn't interested in any of that, but I politely added her contact information anyway. After I completed my registration, the senior handed me my dorm key and registration guide. I put everything away and turned to find Ruyan. I'd only taken a few steps when I ran into Pei Momo, whom I'd met at the airport before. She was also a freshman admitted to Jing University this year. She froze when she saw me, then her gaze passed over me to Ruyan, talking beneath the shade of a tree. The moment her eyes fell on Ruyan, Pei Momo's gaze suddenly turned strange. The faint smile on her face vanished completely, and her eyes quickly clouded with profound disappointment. She simply stood there, without moving for a long time. Seeing how unusual she was acting, I was filled with confusion. After Pei Momo saw Ruyan, why did she look like that? Could they have known each other before? A brand new chapter of university life had officially begun. Beneath the sunny, bustling campus, traces of a hidden past quietly surfaced. What unexpected ripples would these hidden feelings bring to our time together from here on?